Well, to our Wired Wednesday, chances are you're doing a little spending with Prime Day deals. That means some of the busiest time for online shopping. Also seeing other retailers say, we're going to give you a sale if you shop today as well. This year is different, though, thanks to tariffs.
Yeah, a new survey by CNET shows that the possibility of tariffs pushing prices higher is a big concern. 64% of shoppers say they plan to buy their tech wish list sooner to avoid any increases and shortages.
Yeah, you can see the minds of consumers right here. Joining us this morning is Dashia Milden, the Consumer Insights reporter for CNET. First of all, good morning, Dashia. Talk to us about those survey results. Do you think shoppers should really be worried about higher prices at this point and maybe should click and ship today with Amazon Prime deals on tech?
Good morning. The thing we have to drill down here is that 51%, based on our survey of US adults, are planning to buy those personal devices sooner. So thinking about smartphones, laptops, tablets being just a few to name, they plan to buy those items sooner. And when we start thinking about that 64% number, that's tech overall. What's clear from both of those numbers, though, is that that's over half. So there's a very clear concern that price hikes due to tariffs and the possibility of shortages could make this a little bit of a stickier situation on deciding whether to buy now or just to wait for maybe those future sales that we know are coming up, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the holidays, you name it. So here's my advice. If you're going to buy now, do some competitive shopping. Do make sure you're tracking those prices, that you're getting a good deal, that you're actually taking a closer look beyond that scratched out red line that you're seeing to make sure that you're actually getting those savings. But there's no reason to panic buy. There's no reason to go into debt or accrue any interest. The bottom line is that there's not really a big impact that we're seeing on that technology and those prices right now from tariffs.
Okay, and yeah, I mean, I think panic buying is a real issue for a lot of people, and the worst is when you go back and see that the prices, are lower anyway. So are there, could we see the prices rise again in the near future? And should people think about that when they're purchasing their tech items?
There is the possibility. We do have to think that the reciprocal tariff pause is still in effect, and that's in effect until August 1st. So there's still some time there. Now, what happens after August 1st, of course, we do not know. The impact and how long it takes for those tariffs to actually trickle down to consumers' wallets is something that we also are just unsure about at this time. Usually what we know about tariffs is that the manufacturer or even the person even the company that's importing, we do have to think that they are going to absorb some of those costs, and those are typically passed down to consumers. Now, those are for things that are usually shipped after that goes into effect. Things that we're seeing right now on Prime Day are pretty safe. As for the end of the year, when we start talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that still has a very big question mark. So you could run into higher prices later this year, but the question is on what and exactly how much it will be.
All right, Dashia, and we see your beautiful smile there, and I think that you should use your authority and call your family and say, hey, I've got an inside scoop. You probably should get my holiday gifts coming sooner, maybe today. Use that authority, Dashia. Nice to have you with us today. You have a great day.